Now to day 2 of Donald Trump's criminal hush money trial. The big headline: 7 jurors have now been selected. And after the proceedings were done for the day, the former president made a campaign stop here in Manhattan. Fox 8's Linda Schmidt joins us live in studio with more. Linda.
Yeah, hi there, Natasha. Well, after a very long day in court today, day 2, as you just said, Donald Trump made a campaign stop in Harlem, where he answered a question about what he thinks about the 7 jurors who have been seated so far. Former President Donald Trump making a campaign stop in Harlem following day 2 of his hush money trial. 7 jurors were sworn in on Tuesday, including an English teacher, an oncology nurse, and 2 lawyers. Trump answering my question about the jurors sworn in so far.
How do you feel about the 7 jurors that were selected today?
I'll let you know in about 2 months.
That is how long his trial in Lower Manhattan is expected to last, and no doubt he will have plenty to say if he is found guilty. Trump is facing 34 counts of falsifying business records to cover up hush money payments to porn actress Stormy Daniels prior to the 2016 presidential election to keep her quiet. Trump has pleaded not guilty to all charges and says the trial is nothing more than campaign interference.
I should be right now in Pennsylvania, in Florida, in many other states, North Carolina, Georgia, campaigning. This is all coming from the Biden White House.
Trump's lawyers and prosecutors grilled the jury pool about their political views, social media posts, where they get their news, and their personal lives. One female juror had posted a dance celebration after Trump lost the 2020 election. While she was speaking, Trump angrily gestured with his hands and leaned over to talk to his attorney. Later, the judge admonished Trump, saying he could hear him muttering, "I will not have any jurors intimidated in this courtroom. I want to make that crystal clear." Trump plans to campaign in the city while he is here for his trial. On Tuesday, he used a Harlem bodega as a backdrop to slam Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg for being what he calls soft on crimes that matter. 2 years ago, Bragg charged a bodega clerk here with murder and sent him to Rikers after he killed a man who attacked him behind the counter. The case grabbed national headlines, and within days, Bragg dropped the charges. And also tonight, DA Bragg's office issued this statement just a little while ago, saying in part, quote, "This matter was resolved nearly 2 years ago, and the charges were dismissed after a thorough investigation. DA Bragg's top priority remains combating violent crime." Again, that statement coming in just a short time ago. Natasha, back over to you.
Linda, thank you.